Tell me why I was a virgin with rage.
I'm not gay. I don't run that way. I do support it, though.
This one goes out to all the incels out there.
I'm not bisexual. I'm not gay. I don't run that way.
Didn't wanna hear it, stuck as a virgin with rage.
I'm flattered, but I don't run that way.
You will be able to find your love, or whether it be a gay lover, lesbian lover, of course, even whatever orientation.
You walking barefoot, smell the feet. Got the squad rolling deep, can't stand on their feet. Can feel on the grip, hands in the dope, funny pot. Sticky fingers, palm looking, the block stay hot. Cyraxx, shadow boxing, swinging at the air, undefeated in delusion. Reality don't care, Jupiter creeping, got the whole crew shook. Running the rhymes, got a band from the book. Josh Block got the hill, bottle in his clutch. Captain of a ship that's been sinking too much. Over Navy rattling, can't step to the throne. Marty top the mic, let them reap what they've sown.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Thanks for stopping by the channel again today. Boy, do we have some updates for you. John and William Gloryhole have been doing the Lord's work non-stop, making sure that the Goblin doesn't have a single moment apiece. We'll start with John, who posted yesterday. Recently, a buddy troll has been talking a whole lot to Chance. We told you all it was going to get worse and worse. We shipped a crate of illegal materials of the federally illegal variety to the buddy troll from one of William Gloryhole's trap houses in Medford. However, since we're not differently abled, we knew that this was obviously something only someone very dumb would do. So we shipped it in Chance's name. Package was just seized, and we found out the investigation has just hit the federal level. Honestly, he's looking at about 5 federal charges. He then attaches a USPS tracking number to it, with a screenshot down here with an alert saying the package was seized by law enforcement. So it sounds like Chance is going to have a real bad day very soon. He's always talking about how the SWAT team is going to knock down William and N-Word Boy's doors, but it sounds like he's caught up in some real shit now. Then we move over to William Gloryhole's channel, who also made a post yesterday. William claims, I tracked down the doctor who delivered Chance, and he said while Chance does only have 1 kidney, his lies about only having 1.5 lungs are ridiculous. The doctor said Chance has 2 complete lungs, and that he now regrets working so hard to save him in 1990 after seeing how he turned out. Very fair take from this doctor. When asking about the existence of a tail, he replied, I removed it to hopefully spare him from bullying. He then said that Cyraxx's life would have had more value in a specimen jar on the desk in his office. Agreed. You could put Cyraxx in the Mutter Museum as a medical curiosity, and at least he would raise money for research or something like that. So, of course, just like always, even though Chance made a whole big stink yesterday about how he was never, ever, ever, never, and this was his final warning, gonna talk to the trolls again, well, of course he had to respond to literally everything that all of the trolls do all the time. So we have 2 different clips of him shaking in his little boots or Sally's slippers or whatever he wears on those feet in response to the harassment and the bullying. And then before we get into it, I also want to tease you guys just a little bit. At the very end, we have something very special today. We have a rare and elusive update from our goddess Blue Heart, Christine Weston Chandler, who's been very quiet of late, but suddenly popped back on the scene yesterday to serenade us with a new rendition of an old tune. But of course we have to get through the Goblin first. God, even the background in Chris Chan's is more interesting. It's all like lit up and colorful and everything. And then you cut back to Chance's house and it's all low res and beige. God. Alright, let's watch this Goblin shit.
Sorry about that, everyone. I had to fucking take care of some shit. But like I was saying, the whole thing about waiting out my mom and making me homeless, y'all need to fuck off with that shit. I am tired of this shit.
Is it really waiting her out, or is that just what's going to happen to her? Like, okay, that's kind of like saying, like, if you just stop going to work, like, if you just stop attending your shifts, your boss is not hatching a scheme to fire you. That's just inevitably what's going to happen because you're not showing up to work. So, like, if you're not earning money and saving money to have your own house, nobody's waiting out Sally. We just know that when she goes, you won't be able to get a house. That has literally nothing to do with any of us.
I don't know where you get all thinking you guys have the right to try to make me homeless, but it's not going to work. I'm going to be in your comments. I'm going to be reporting the fuck out you motherfuckers. Every little fucking post you make against me, I'm going to report it.
Yeah, like when you reported my channel and it lasted like 10 hours. Good try, loser. Also, I thought you were going to ignore us.
Especially when it comes to you, William, and you, John, and you, Soy Jack. Because I'm sick and tired of you motherfuckers sitting there going around saying, oh, we're going to make you homeless. No, you're not. That ain't going to happen. You need to grow the fuck up. I don't know what it is that you think is so funny and so attractive about making your victims homeless, but you need to grow the fuck up. Okay? It's fucking stupid. Like I said, I'm going to be doing everything in my motherfucking power to get away from you motherfuckers. I'm going to be doing everything I can to legally put a stop to what you're doing. All while getting away from you guys. And if you don't like that, guess what? I don't fucking care. Goblins aren't allowed to have nice things or make a living. You're not my mom. You're not my dad.
Well, no. Your mom's not here because she self-cremated. And your dad's not here because he had to go to Alaska and become a woman because of what he did in a bike trail using a t-shirt that he might have gotten away with if he didn't call the police and accidentally tell on himself.
You're not my aunt, my uncle. You're not my boss. Y'all motherfuckers don't get to tell me what the fuck to do.
Oh, I'm not your aunt? Thank God. That means I don't have to rap battle you.
Y'all need to fucking cut that crap out of, oh, we own you. If I don't want to dance, I shouldn't have to do it. You're a Lolcow. You're a this and that. You're blah, blah, blah. We're gonna make you homeless because it's funny. Man, get the fuck out of here. It's fucking stupid shit.
You know, I actually think it would be pretty funny to start selling stocks in Cyraxx. Like, you could buy, like, 15% of Cyraxx as like, an organism. And then we could have, like, a board of directors that had to vote on what his life was going to be. And we could literally own him. That might be a fun little project to set up.
Y'all need to grow the fuck up. Like, seriously. Y'all need to grow the fuck up and stop with your fucking bullshit. Need to go outside, touch grass, get a fucking job, fucking do something with your lives other than sitting here on the fucking internet and worry about some motherfucker on the other side of the world or on the other side of the country that you don't even fucking know.
Chance, I went for a 2-mile jog this morning with the lovely Madam Marty before I recorded this video. When is the last time that you have been outdoors or in the presence of a woman who wasn't Sally? Don't cheat, Chance. Be honest about it. It's amazing that every single piece of advice and every single command that he spits in our general direction through the screen is always something that could apply to him, like get a job or touch grass. No self-awareness whatsoever.
You're not here. You don't sleep in the same bed as me. You're not in the same house as me. So what fucking right do you think that you have judging me, motherfuckers?
I really didn't like the way that he said you don't sleep in the same bed as me. He's like, you don't sleep in my bed. You're not me. Or the bed bugs. Or the rats. Or the mites. Or the fleas. Or my stuffed animal that I call Blind Billy. Or Ed. If you're not any of those people, that means you don't sleep in my bed.
Yeah, it's funny. Y'all think that you know what I do behind the scenes, but you don't know jack fucking shit, motherfuckers. Working out the kitty all day. That's all I'm doing. Y'all don't know what the fuck I do on a daily basis. Hold on, y'all. Fuck is going on? Oh, God. Diarrhea all over the place. You're not here. You ain't living in my shoes. I'm gonna go through every motherfucking legal route I have to fucking go through to shut y'all down.
Well, to be fair, Cyraxx, it would be really hard for anybody to walk a mile in your shoes because I don't think many of the trolls fit a women's size 5. I would imagine even Southern Harlot would probably struggle to get into your light-up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Skechers.
And I want you guys to know what I'm doing. Why? Because I want you to sit there and realize that when this shit does happen, you ain't going to be surprised about it. I want you to know what's going on. I want you to know what I'm doing to you. That way y'all can't sit there and say, well, oh, we didn't know. And besides, I want to see the look on your faces when I shut you all the fuck down for what you've been doing to me. And to all those other hundreds of people. I want you motherfuckers to know that I'm serious. So if you think that I'm not doing jack fuck all behind the scenes, you're full of shit. I am doing everything I can every fucking day. Y'all need to grow the fuck up and stop with this fucking stupid ass fucking high school drama bullshit. That's all it is. It's drama and bullshit. But not that y'all care. Y'all like the drama. Y'all like the bullshit. I know what y'all are gonna say. Well, you admitted to it. No, I was fucking blackmailed into being. Get that shit right.
You know what? Chance said something that's actually true there, which is something that almost never happens, so I do want to address it. We do like the drama. We do like the bullshit. It's really fun when drama is happening to a bad person that you don't actually know in real life. You know, my grandparents' generation had shows like General Hospital and like their weird little soap operas that they watched. And I think a lot of people would agree with me when I said, this is my daytime soap opera. I don't watch Days of Our Lives or General Hospital. I watch Cyraxx and Sofia and Nova, and it's about the same thing. And if anything, it's even more satisfying because unlike the soap operas, I know it's real, and unlike the characters in the soap operas, y'all actually deserve all the insane bullshit that you have to go through.
Y'all can't sit there and hold me being blackmailed and to call my. Y'all don't have the right to hold that against me. You can't hold that against me. Y'all ain't got the right to hold that against me.
Oh, but we do.
You know, I just don't get where y'all think that making people homeless is funny. If anything, it's fucking stupid. And quite frankly, you need to grow the fuck up. Y'all need to get out the house, get jobs, do like y'all are telling me. Get off the internet and get a job. That's what y'all are telling me to do, but yet I don't see any of you motherfuckers doing that. Why not? Is it because you're too fucking lazy? Or is it because you'd rather sit here and fuck with somebody on the fucking internet and watch them suffer for fun and for sport? And anyone else out there that thinks they're going to make me homeless, that thinks they're going to continue to fuck with me, you're not. The time of the trolling era is over. It's done. That way, no one has to suffer the same way I did. And if you don't fucking like that, then oh fucking well. Y'all need to grow the fuck up, move the fuck on, and go do something else with your lives. I'm over here trying to move on, but y'all don't want to let me move on. Y'all don't want to let your victims live their lives in peace. Y'all don't want to sit there and let these people like myself move on. Well, I'm here to tell you right now, I am going to be that motherfucker that stops you guys one way or another.
Bitch! Get the fuck out of here. Who's the king? You are? Then run away now. And shut the fuck up.
Fine. You win. You win. You win. Please let it go.
I don't care what it takes. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how many motherfucking people within the legal system I have to go through. I am going to shut you guys down one way or another. So you better be fucking ready.
Don't scream. Chance. Chance. You're taken care of.
You don't understand.
I understand, Chance.
No, you don't.
Chance, come on.
No, you don't. I have been trying to help me.
Help you, man.
Like I said, I'm not going to be homeless. That's never going to happen. Alright? I'm not going to jail. Y'all can fuck off with that shit. And even if you did try to somehow or other get me locked up, the police can't touch me.
Don't scream. Chance.
They won't touch me because they know damn well I have a fucking lawsuit against them.
I mean, they won't touch you without latex gloves on because they don't want to catch whatever contact skin disease makes you look like you have grayscale from Game of Thrones, but I mean, once they're all geared up, I would imagine they'll be fine. When I was a CO, I've definitely tackled people who were at least as gross as you. The key is to tuck your shirt in and then tuck your gloves into your sleeves. You gotta really just like hermetically seal your clothing before you put your hands on some type of a goblin like you, but it can be done.
And they know this, which is why I am a god on the internet. I am your god. Hold on, y'all. What the fuck is going on? Oh, God. Diarrhea all over the place. I cannot be touched. I cannot be arrested. I am immune to being arrested, motherfuckers. You don't understand.
I understand, Chance.
No, you don't.
Cyraxx, how can you be our god? when obviously this is our God right here. There can't be two different gods, Cyraxx. The goddess Blueheart, Christine Weston Chandler, does not believe in multiple deities. She is the one and only. So I think you gotta relax, Gabby.
Why do you think the Akron PD doesn't want to touch me? Because they know I have a fucking lawsuit against them. They know this. They are aware of this. That's why they will not touch me. Because they know if they touch me, I can go back and do a lawsuit against every single one of the people on the force, which is going to be worth millions in my pocket.
Once again, the number millions is just crazy. I mean, also even just the fact that he would say millions in his own pocket. Like, I don't think that he understands how much lawyers typically take when they win some super important case for you. Because he's not talking about getting a pro bono lawyer anymore. Now he's talking about, like, actually paying these 14 lawyers that he was talking about the other day and picking the best one and stuff like that. So, like, I don't know. It's not like if you win a case for $2 million, you end up with $2 million. I also don't think that he understands how few cases, like what a very, very, you hear about multi-million-dollar cases, but for the most part, it is a very, very, very small percentage of all the lawsuits filed that reach the millions in terms of money awarded. And he can't even articulate what the millions would be for. He's just like, they've treated me wrong, so I get millions. But he doesn't know why. He can't even tell you why he thinks he's entitled to the millions. He's just like, I should have it.
So I highly suggest, if you don't want to face the same fate as them, I suggest y'all fuck off, you move the fuck on, and you go do something else with your fucking lives. I'm over here trying to live my life in peace. I'm trying to move on with my life. Like I told y'all last night, I'm done with this shit. I'm over it. This whole thing of y'all sending me mass emails of, oh, you're going to be homeless, fuck you, you're going to be homeless, arc. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. It's stupid. Y'all need to grow the fuck up and move the fuck on. And if you don't like that, that's just too motherfucking bad. I don't give a fuck. I'm here to entertain those that want to see me do good, those that want to see me succeed. And whether you want to believe it or not, there are people out there that actually do want to see me do good. Believe it or not, there actually are. So I suggest that every single one of you that has fucked with me for the last several years, I highly suggest y'all get off the internet and get a real job. Because let me tell you right now, by the time I'm done, y'all motherfuckers are going to be all over the international news. Y'all are going to be all over TV.
International news. My God, it just keeps getting worse, man. A multi-million-dollar internationally renowned lawsuit. I mean, it sounds like we're cooked, guys. We should probably just stop.
Y'all are going to be all over the newspapers, and it's not going to be good for you. Because by the time media comes down on it, you guys are going to have such a bad reputation that FBI is going to step in, whether it's the FBI from here or elsewhere. Y'all are going to end up screwed in the long run. So honestly, if I was you guys, I would move the fuck on. Because right now, you are fucking with somebody that has nothing else to lose but everything to gain. And that's a very dangerous game to play. That's a very dangerous game to play. So if I was y'all, I'd move on. Stop trying to make money off me because it ain't going to work. Anytime I see you motherfuckers making money off me, I am going to report you.
And just like it did with me last week, it'll fail. Just like it did with Goblin Records, it'll fail. Just like it did with William, it'll fail. Because, unlike you, Cyraxx, the people who talk about you on the internet and make fun of you know how to do it in a completely legal way and know how to do it in a way that does not violate TOS at all. It's actually quite easy not to say the N-word and not to show your penis on screen. And as long as you do that, you're pretty much golden to say whatever you want about the Goblin. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say we're going to be all right.
I am going to go through the proper channels and the proper steps to make sure y'all can't fuck with me no more or steal my image or use my likeness. I'm going to make damn sure that all that shit gets shut down. I already got that game shut down that y'all motherfuckers tried to make on me. I got that shit shut down in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you know what you didn't get shut down, Cyraxx? The actual video game that's available now on Steam that's doing really well as a crazy, scary indie horror game called No, I'm Not Human, where the creators actually based a character in the game off of you to clown you and multiple other lolcows. Like, you're actually being clowned by actual successful artists in an actual successful game, alongside, like, Tammy Hull and Daniel Larson and a bunch of other cows. And as much as you might hate that people are being successful and making fun of you, there's literally nothing you can do to stop it. You have no power to do anything from inside that attic.
All the company needed was a couple things from me, and guess what? That game is now off the shelves. That game, bye-bye, off the shelves, sayonara, shut down, no longer available on Steam or any other platform. So you think you're going to sit there and try to get me up on your panels and rage out and try to make me homeless? You're full of shit. It's not going to happen, and it's not going to work. So, yeah.
What was that little sound he made right there? He's literally falling apart, man. He doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Sorry, y'all. I'm just laughing at the ignorance.
Yeah, that sound was not a laugh. That was the sound of your body failing and your organs shutting down.
Of you fools is actually hilarious. But like I said, if you guys don't think that I'm not doing shit behind the scenes to shut you down, you got another thing coming in the long run. Because eventually, you are going to be shut down. And I'm going to be the one to make sure it happens.
Cyraxx, your brain has been shutting down for this entire video. You can't even keep your eyes open. I think Sally slipped a Mickey into your coffee sludge again this morning. Because you're like falling asleep while you try to be angry.
If you don't like that, that's a you problem. That ain't a me problem. So, yeah, there's that. But to all the trolls out there that think they're going to shut me down and do all this dumb shit, gonna be homeless my ass. Right. Like, I'm gonna be fucking homeless.
Yes, it's totally unrealistic for him to be homeless. So a couple hours after that, he comes back, and he's got a little bit of a different energy to bring to the table here, as he regales us with more, I guess I'll say, edited to make him look better stories from his past. So let's get into it.
What's up, y'all? In this video, I'm going to explain my story and what I've been through and what I still go through and what you guys can expect from this channel in under 15 minutes. But if y'all don't know me, what's up? My name is Chance, and I am a survivor of terrorism. My story starts about 6 years ago when this guy named Music Biz Marty made me a target. And he was nice at first. He did all the nice little things, you know, trying to play it nice, like, oh, I'm your friend, I'm gonna help you. You know, I'm gonna help you get hundreds and thousands of views. You're gonna be...
It's amazing that he always says that him and Marty didn't have a romantic relationship, but then every time that he talks about Marty, he talks about him like he's an old flame. Like he was like, oh, it was good in the beginning. He did all the nice little things. He brought me flowers on Sunday and took me out to the best restaurants in town. Like, he talks about him wistfully, like he's the one that got away, and it's because he is, and that's so fucking funny to me, man.
rich and famous. And at first I didn't buy into it. And when I didn't buy into it at first, he kept on, like, doing things, like subtle little things. Like, he would actually go out of his way to make it look like he's trying to help me. So, in my head, I'm thinking, alright, maybe this dude's trying to help. You know, maybe he is trying to help. But then I later on found out he was evil, so I was like, yo, this guy's clearly up to something. I'm out. So I peaced out for a while. And what did this guy do? He decided to do something that, to this day, I still can't believe he tried to do. He tried to make a pass at me when I was with my now ex-girlfriend. He tried to make a pass at me and be like, oh, I like you, I want to be with you. And don't get me wrong, I do support the LGBTQ plus community.
Well, thank God. Because if you didn't, then we'd really have a good reason not to like you. It's not like we have any other ones. I'm glad to know that Cyraxx is not hateful or ignorant. He would definitely never call someone an N-word lover or the F-slur 40 times or tell them to go suck their dead dad's goblin or call somebody the K-slur and say that he was going to be their personal German dictator. He's not ignorant. He's not hateful. He is an ally, that Cyraxx.
I support it 1,000%. But I'm not gay. I don't run that way. I do support it, though. And when I turned him down, I let
Yeah, you supported it by arching your back for Security Jake.
him down, Joey. I'm like, yo, first off, dude, I've got a girlfriend, man. I'm not bisexual. I'm not gay. I don't run that way. I'm flattered, but I don't run that way. I let him down, Joey. I'm like, yo, first off, dude, I've got a girlfriend, man. I'm not bisexual. I'm not gay. I don't run that way. I'm flattered, but I don't run that way. So what did this man do? He devised the most devious, fucked up plan of all. This man sat there, waited for 2 years, hired somebody after 2 years by the name of Mastro Mafia. At least that's what she went by at the time. And now she goes by some other weird name like Masshole Reports or something like that. I don't know. But he got her to do an illegal sting on me. Knowing that my internet was shit, knowing that I was slow as fuck at responding, they took advantage of that. Because at the time we had the internet that was just so slow that it took like about an hour just to load one page. Like we were that poor back then. And they took
You were that poor back then. The only person in your house who gets any income gets a fixed income from the government. Did you guys have some type of a glow up financially that I'm not privy to? Because if anything, it looks like things have deteriorated since then.
advantage of that. But all in all, they did an illegal thing on me to make me look. After that, people kept attacking me. Like they started attacking me left and right. Now there were people already taking shots at me, which I didn't give a shit. But these people began to take shots at me. And they did little things like leaving snarky comments and this and that, which I ignored that shit. You know, I completely ignored that. And then a dude named Tips TV decided he would take his shot. Tried to set me up. I called the guy out on his shit, and I still got attacked. But it wasn't until the last year and a half or so that shit got bad. Last year, right before Christmas, like 2 weeks before Christmas, somebody did something so violent that it still messes with me to this day. Somebody took a brick, threw it through the windshield of my mom's car in the middle of the night, completely shattering the windshield to where we had to have it replaced. But these last few weeks have been the worst. And bear in mind, this whole year has been bad, but these last few weeks have been the worst. The reason why between last year and this year has been the worst because they have destroyed both of my computers and destroyed my Xbox. I have no console at all.
Oh my god, let me take out my handkerchief for all the tears that I'm crying that a 35-year-old man who doesn't purchase anything for himself doesn't have a console because he can't just get them for free. How dare he be deprived of the human right that is having a new Xbox?
I have no computer, I have nothing. I don't even have a basic running computer that's just a basic computer. I don't even have that. Just a basic tower, I ain't even got that. But anyways, what they did over these last few weeks has been nothing short of disturbing and nothing short of terroristic. These people a couple weeks ago tried to send an Xbox One to my house. They had somebody pretend to be my friend and send an Xbox One to my house in an attempt to destroy my home. I got the Xbox from somebody who I thought was a friend. I plugged it in and it shorted out our house for about 5 to 10 minutes. So I asked some of my really good friends what's going on. They did some digging for me. Found out the Xbox was supposed to be an improvised explosive device that was in my family.
Literally, no, it wasn't. It was supposed to do exactly what it did, which is trip your power and scare the hell out of you, which it did, and you've been crying about it for weeks now. In all seriousness, I have so much faith in the trolls that I believe that any device that shows up to your house does exactly what it's supposed to do. If it was supposed to do more than just knock the power out in your house for a bit, then unlike everything that you try to do, it wouldn't have failed. It would have done more. The fact that they were merciful and just wanted to trip one of the breakers in your house is a credit to them. That's all they wanted to do. They didn't fail to pull off some heist.
And when I found this information out, my heart sank. Because I was right here in the room, and knowing that Xbox that has an IED on the inside, knowing that my family's, it just, I can't even explain how disturbing that shit is. But
If you really thought that it was supposed to be an IED, Cyraxx, why didn't you call the bomb squad? They would have come out in the turtle suits and had to treat it like it was a real danger, and then they probably would have laughed and called you an idiot when they came inside and saw that it was an Xbox that had literally no component that it could do any harm to anyone in it, and then they probably would have yelled at you and told you to stop fucking calling them for bullshit all the time. But this is the thing with Rax these days. I think in the old days, a couple years ago, he actually believed a lot of the things that he said. Like the sympathy baiting stuff, I think he actually did think that people were out to get him to a certain extent in terms of like his life. Now with this IED thing, he used to call the cops about all this stuff. He doesn't anymore. If he really believed this thing was supposed to hurt him, he would have called the police. He would have immediately called the police 15 times until somebody showed up to talk to him about it. But the fact that he didn't just tells me that he doesn't even believe it. He's just hoping that he can spin this story about how the trolls have really taken it too far this time, and then all the people who watch him will suddenly flip on a dime and be like, oh man, William and John are going too far. I don't think this is right. I'm a Cyraxx Nation fan now, and like they'll like him instead because they feel bad for him. But with the stuff that we know about you, Cyraxx, there's just no situation where that happens. There's nothing that could happen to you that would be so bad that people would forgive you for the things that you've done and suddenly like you and feel bad for you. It's not possible.
ever since then, I've been trying to get away from the troll community. And I started this channel in honor of my brother who passed away from cancer in 2016. But I've been doing everything I can to try to get away from these people. I've been doing everything I can to get away from this terrorism. And like I said, I started this channel to not only honor my brother and what, I want to do with his memory, but I started this channel to be able to talk about stuff like this. Now on this channel, you guys can expect a few things. You guys can expect both short form and long form films, because I do a lot of animation and stuff. So you guys can expect some really cool animated videos to come out and stuff. Along with an actual film that I am currently working on. I'm doing the storyboarding for it. You guys can expect daily vlogs. And you guys can also expect something else that not a lot of people expect me to be able to do, which is vocal covers.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. And there's a naked light I saw. 10,000 people, maybe more. You got looking with the holy spirit. People hearing with the holy spirit. The shining songs.
I started doing music in 2010 fully. I officially began in 2009, but I began doing vocals in 2010. And over time, I began to hone my skill and my craft as a vocalist.
People hearing with the holy spirit. The shining songs.
So I will be doing, different types of vocal covers, everything from rap and hip hop, all the way down to rock, metal, deathcore, that kind of thing. So I will be doing vocal covers for sure. And, hopefully through the vlogs, you guys can actually see that I'm actually not an evil person like these people on the internet want me to be, because these people are out for one thing, and that is to make money off my back. That is to make it to where I cannot speak out against what they are doing, because these people want to shove me out. They want me to be homeless, because these people are so evil that they want to take my. These people literally want. And my family has been trying to work with local law enforcement and other branches of law enforcement to try to do something about it. And we're somewhat starting to get somewhere. It's very slow, but we're starting to get somewhere. But, needless to say, a few years ago, about 5 years ago to this day, I had about these people and terrorized so bad by these people that I attempted to
And here's that very serious attempt right here.
different times. Both were failed attempts.
You see what you do to me now, Marty? Every day you make me want to do this, and I'm sick of it.
Well, you're gonna fail when you use a dull stylus, but what do I know?
Both times I ended up in the hospital.
Yeah, but I just want to point out, you didn't end up in the hospital from a physical injury. You ended up in the hospital on a mental health hold because you were threatening to do that to yourself. So that's not really, like, he's acting like he ended up in the hospital because the attempt was so severe that he actually physically harmed himself. But that's not true. Like, they were just like, this guy's kind of crazy and we have to throw him in the mental ward for a hot minute.
And, I'm currently on the road to recovery, so hopefully, you guys seeing these videos on this channel,
You're not on the road to anything. You don't have a license.
you'll be able to see that the person that these trolls made me out to be, with the rage outs and the getting angry and stuff like that, hopefully you guys can see that all of that was from me being pushed to the brink of self-destruction. And, hopefully through these videos, you guys can take away some sort of inspiration. And hopefully you guys get to see an inside look at my day-to-day life and actually see just how normal of a life I have given the circumstances. Now, are things easy for me right now? Far from it. Because like I said, I don't even have a basic computer or a basic gaming console. And right now I can't even trust anybody to send me any electronics because of the shit these people have done. So,
Well, nobody's ever done any of this to me, Chance, but I don't trust anybody to send me electronics because that's the fucking dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Why would strangers on the internet randomly just send me electronics? Why would you ever plug anything an internet stranger sent you? Even if nobody hated you and even if people weren't actively trolling you, why would you feel comfortable to just start plugging shit into shit? That, like, I wouldn't even want to open a package that showed up to my house that I didn't know where it was from or what was inside of it. I don't even know that I would open it without fucking gloves, you know what I mean? And again, that's not coming from a place of, like, being a target like you. That's just weird. I don't know. I know when I have Amazon packages coming, and I know roughly what they are, so I know, like, the size that the box should be and stuff like that. If somebody just sent me a package from an address I didn't recognize, that I didn't think I had coming, that just said Morty on it, I would be scared to even open that shit.
So I really have no way of making money right now. These people have made it to where I can't get a job because when, jobs go to do background checks, they see what has been going on with me and they don't want to hire me because they see me as a liability.
Well, you are a liability both in terms of being a walking health code violation and also in terms of you could get the entire company canceled and boycotted when you yell slurs at a customer the first moment that you're frustrated. Or you've also said that when you get frustrated, sometimes you feel so backed into a corner that you have to whip your goblin out. So that could also blow back terribly on you are a liability in literally every way because of every behavior that you do. But on that little point that companies only won't hire him because of what he's done as a result of the trolls, that's not even true, because he strangled Sally before Marty ever found him. And there's an assault charge for that, and it's on his record. So even if none of this trolling ever happened, and the only things that were on his record were things that happened like before Marty even came onto the scene and before he was on the internet, he would still have a pretty hard time getting a job anywhere because he has an assault charge against an elderly woman.
And I'm not a liability. I'm somebody that's trying to get away from oppression and terrorism, essentially. And it's right here in my own backyard. But hopefully through these videos, you
I think you mean Karen's backyard.
guys do gain some sort of inspiration. And, hopefully you guys can join me on my journey to recovery. And, hopefully through this, I can start a new leaf. I can start a brand new life. And hopefully things can, go in the right direction. And, hopefully I can get away from my past and start doing better.
Well, Cyraxx, I'm definitely inspired to make more videos making fun of you, and I definitely will be joining you on your journey to the outdoors and the park bench that you're going to be sleeping on very, very soon. The homeless arc is coming. You can run from it, you can cry about it, you can beg for it not to come, but as sure as death and taxes, The homeless arc, like, if there's a Grim Reaper of homelessness, he's outside sharpening his scythe on the front lawn of the Lloyd Street house right now, just giving you the evil eye chance. It's coming. It's knocking at the door. But don't worry, you're still going to get paid attention to. We'll be flying drones over you in the park to get new footage when your cell phone dies and you don't have anywhere to charge it. But for now, we'll keep covering you from inside the attic since you refuse to stop making 10 videos every single day. But unlike Cyraxx, we have one more cow to talk about today who's actually gotten quite good at not making videos. Our goddess Blue Heart, Christine Weston Chandler, is here. The first time in, quite a while, blessing us with a rendition of one of our old favorite songs. This came completely out of nowhere, completely out of the blue. I just opened up YouTube and saw it on the homepage, and I was like, that can't be new Chris Chan. And then I looked at the timestamp, and I looked at the comments, and I was like, that's new Chris Chan. What the fuck is going on? So I'm very excited to share this one with you guys. Nice little bonus at the end here. Here we go with the 2025 variation, the remix, if you will, of So Need a Cute Girl. And by the way, there is, of course, copyright music in this, so I'm going to be using CapCut to remove the music in the background, so you're going to get to hear Chris sing this a cappella.
Hey everybody, Jesus Christ, he was in chair, Sanchi from here once again. And, well, this one goes out to all the incels out there. I wanted to give y'all a personal message, even though for a while, I'll admit, I was like one of you. The situation was not in my favor once upon a time. But then, I still perspired, and now definitely in a much better place than I was a couple of decades ago or so.
Chance, you can turn your life around. You can go from being an incel to singing to incels to change their lives. I also just need to point out that Chris meant to say persevered, but instead said, I perspired, as in like I sweat. And yes, Chris, I do believe you've been sweating.
So, this one goes out to you, humbly, gratefully, and I pray that this will inspire you to at least try to overcome your shyness and everything so you can actually go out there. Because if you pray, you follow that which is good and light-powered, you will be able to find your love for yourself, whether it's the love of yourself, or whether it be a gay love, or lesbian love, or of course, even whatever orientation, straight, or even straight love. Either way, when you find a love for yourself and with your partner, it will work out well. And prayerfully, you will find your partners. Just take that good faith and hope and everything, and have faith and pray, for it is right and it is good. Hey, look at me. I stood here sad and lonely without a fire, but a desire to not hear you say, I'm already taken, as I saw the ladies walking along one by one. I never wanted to hear, I'm already taken. Tell me why I was a virgin with rage. Tell me why I needed a cute girl my age. Tell me why I never wanted to hear, I'm already taken, and I have no fire, but a desire, hey, not to hear you say that I was already taken. Tell me why I was a virgin with rage. Tell me why I need a cute girl my age. Tell me why I never wanted to hear, I'm already taken. Why did all the jerks get all the pretty ones? Yeah, you may not know this, but you found out that I was alone somehow. Had no fire, but a desire to not hear. Didn't wanna hear it, stuck as a virgin with rage. Needed a cute girl my age. I never wanted to hear. I'm already taken. Tell me why I was a virgin with rage. I needed a cute girl my age. Tell me why I never wanted to hear. I'm already taken. Tell me why I was a virgin with rage. I needed a cute girl my age. Tell me why I never wanted to hear. But now I'm in a better place. And I am very grateful for that. To hear.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, Cyraxx could absolutely never. Chris was so much more on key than I've ever heard Cyraxx the entire time. Now, I know it was a little rough during the verses there. Chris was getting a little bit lost. But then the chorus kicks in, and you could just see the passion. Chris really gets into it. I also love that Chris clarifies that he needs a girl his age. Another thing Cyraxx would never subscribe to. So, Chance, I really think you need to take this rendition of this song from Chris to heart. I know that you're trying to follow his entire life path, so if you do, it's going to get worse for both you and Sally before it gets better, and you will have to spend some time in prison. But I don't know, man. Maybe your delusions will get so grand that you can think you're having a redemption arc. I don't know. Maybe one day you can hate incels too, Cyraxx. All we can do is watch and see. But that's the show for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much again for stopping by the channel. We'll be back tomorrow with some more Lolcow updates. And until next time, you know the drill. Stay indoors, stay away from the goblin, repent against your incel sins, and only date girls your age. And of course, have a good one.